Hey guys, just doing another video on how I repaired this small little scuff on the rear bumper of this car. We'll get right into it. First thing I'm gonna do is I of course clean the surface off, and then I put some 180 grit on my DA sander. Right now we're just sanding it smooth, trying to keep the sandpaper as flat as I can. Again, just smoothing everything out so I can put my body filler in. The next step in this process was, after you're done getting it smoothed out with 180 grit, I went ahead and added this glaze body filler. I went with glaze over Bondo because the damage after sanding was very minor. I could just barely feel it with my fingernail. So to me, Bondo would have been overkill at this point. Then I forgot to record me sanding it, but I sanded it with 180 and then I blocked it with 320 and then 400 following that. And from there, blow it off, and now we're using a gray Scotch-Brite to scuff the surface or our paint will adhere, and just to continue with the process. Alright, so once you're done scuffing it, you want to go ahead and blow it off, clean it off with the wax and grease remover, and then tack it. And of course, mask your area. And that first thing we sprayed was a adhesion promoter. You want to spray that when you're painting on plastic. That way your paint will stick. And then we're going to spray 3 coats of primer. I always go with 3, that's my bare minimum. And this is a 2-in-1 primer. You can find it at Amazon and then your local paint store. Alright, so now I'm using 600 grit on a soft block. Sprayed my sandpaper first, and I also sprayed the primer. You just want to sand it smooth, cross hatch. Again, your main purpose of this is to knock down that, I guess you could say, orange peel that primer will leave. And if you don't do that, then your paint won't be smooth and your clear coat won't be smooth. So again, it all leads back to the beginning steps. Alright, so now after we sanded it with 600, I always do a quick little gray Scotch-Brite right over it. Blow it off, wax and grease remover, prep it, tack it, and then with silver, at least for solvent base, it's this long process. It takes quite a few coats to get it all covered. If you aren't sure if it's covered, spray another and so on. But yeah, I think this one took 5-6 coats, I think. I was just dusting it on there. I don't like to rush it. There's really no need to rush paint, but that's what we're doing here. Alright, so after you're done laying your paint, especially colors that have a lot of metallics in it, of course, tack it after every coat. But here we're spraying our clear coat. I use a speed clear, especially when it's in the 40s like it was at this time that I did this video. Yeah, I do 2 coats, and first coat I kind of do a medium coat, and then the second coat I go a little heavier. Okay, so immediately after that second coat, I go out and spray this fade out reducer. It basically melts the new clear into the old clear. I always offer this to dealerships, of course, so they can save money, but also to customers that if I go to someone's house and fix their bumper, it'll save them a lot of money. I've been doing this for years. I haven't had one single issue with it saying it's come back. But of course you want to polish the area where you threw that blender in. And here's our final result. Came out pretty well. I'm happy with it. The customer was happy with it. So I'm gonna try and do these videos once or twice a month. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys learned something new.